Good evening. I'm Chanel Ramos in for Stacey Amos. And here's some of our top stories we have for you tonight. A St. Thomas woman accused of killing a 4-month-old baby. Beachside restaurants are robbed on St. Croix, but this time we've got the suspect on camera. And an interview with our delegate to Congress. These stories and more are coming up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, a babysitter on St. Thomas has been accused of killing a baby boy. News Channel 8's Wes Small is across the newsroom with more.
Thank you, Chanel. Her name is 41-year-old Rochelle Blyden, and today an early morning press conference was set up on St. Thomas to address February 10th alleged murder of a 4-month-old baby boy. So with that, remember, all suspects are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. We tried to get her picture up for tonight. 41-year-old Rochelle Blyden has numerous charges facing her. In a teleconference, I was on the phone with other reporters as we listen in to Acting Police Chief of St. Thomas District, Darren Foy.
I'm Darren Foy, Acting Chief of Police, St. Thomas St. John District. Basically here to just inform the general public about the arrest of Rochelle Blyden in reference to the case of the 4.5-month-old minor that occurred on February 10, 2012. I would like to thank the major crime units for their hard work and diligence in investigating this case. And from their hard work and diligence, an arrest was made in reference to Rochelle Blyden. The case is basically based off of information that was gathered from the officers when they originally got the call from 911, and basically they investigated the case, and based on the evidence that was gathered, an arrest was made.
The charges go from all the way involuntary manslaughter, third-degree assault, unauthorized possession of a dangerous weapon during the commission of involuntary manslaughter, of third-degree assault, misprision of a felony, child neglect, child abuse, and aggravated child abuse and neglect. The weapon, based on our investigation, we are unable to determine the weapon, but we know a weapon was used based on the severe blunt force trauma to the child's head.
So it wasn't a gun? It wasn't.
We are unable to determine the weapon.
So is that what the child died from? Blunt force to the head?
Blunt force trauma.
One of the questions I asked the detectives was, does she do this for a living, Miss Blyden? Or is this a family favor? Or does she do babysitting full time?
The information I got at this present time is that this young lady was the caretaker of the individual. Our investigation have not revealed, or I don't have the answer as to it, as her having a license as a babysitter.
Also, Chanel, the VIPD in St. Thomas District, they addressed several robberies that have been happening in the St. Thomas and St. John area as well at this press conference.
April 14, 2012, at 1:15, police were dispatched to a robbery at the Majestic Jewelers in Alcones Mall, Havenside. Upon their arrival, the owner of the establishment stated that 2 armed masked men entered the business, ordered individuals to the floor. The victim stated that both suspects were armed with black handguns and wore dark clothing. Masks. They removed jewelry and items from the showcase of the business. The matter right now, my detectives are currently investigating the matter and following all the leads.
I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
In other news, several robberies and break-ins have occurred recently in the western part of St. Croix. News Channel 8's Wes Small has an exclusive story and the surveillance tape as well.
Thank you very much. We are at Coconuts, and as you can see, it's a beautiful day. They got a great crowd here and a beautiful ship there. Sovereign of the Seas, is that it?
Serenade
Seas, yeah. And I'm here with Grace. We've had her on for benefits like cancer awareness and so forth. Always a community activist. Delicious food and great music, as you could hear in back of me, and great ambiance. But Grace got hit on Sunday night, as well as Rainbow got hit. You know what I mean by that, vandalism and so forth. And Grace, you want to make a statement and a plea to the community For the first time, folks, in a long time, this reporter has surveillance footage that you're going to see. You know this young man. You need to put him behind bars right now. Grace, thanks to you and other people coming forward, finally these images are coming across tonight. We also understand that Off the Wall in Cane Bay was also hit last night. Grace, we're sorry to hit you in these circumstances, but please tell us what you found when you came in here.
Actually, we got a call from our alarm system company, and they called us and let us know that the alarm had gone off. We came down here. We don't live very far from here, so we came down and saw that actually they had broken through one of our wooden doors. They had used some kind of a crowbar tool or something to get through. Obviously, this guy is very thin because he got in through about 5 inches of space and was able to get in inside of the bar area. He did take care of most of our security system. He turned a lot of stuff off. He broke our sound system. He broke most of our cameras, and all of that was gone. But when he got inside the actual bar area, there is a camera in there, and we were able to capture his images on that camera.
And we are watching him right now, trying to elongate so we could get this criminal off the streets. 911 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. All right, Grace, what else do you want to say to the community, and especially your neighbors up and down the beach here?
I just tell everybody to be very careful in today's times. The economy is getting bad here, and we all have to work together, look out for each other, and hopefully, you know, we'll be able to come together as a community and get through all this. Havenza shutting down. Hopefully we'll still have, you know, a great community that people will be able to come and enjoy. And it's going to take all of us to get together, and we're just not going to put up with this anymore. It's time that we come together, pick up each other's back, and, you know, I think eventually we will become a very safe island here if we all do this together. And I just want to tell everybody to stay vigilant, be looking out to what's going on. I posted this myself on Facebook this morning. I have several hits already, people calling in. So basically, if you'll go to Facebook, VIPD also posted it on their webpage, and it will be on the news again tonight. So if you have anything, if you know anything, say something.
Let's get that guy behind bars. I'm Wes Small in Frederickstead at Coconuts for News Channel 8.
There is a Crime Stopper reward for the capture of the suspect. Please call 1-800-222-TICS with any information. Well, the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico share some of the same interests in the rum coverall situation. News Channel 8's Wes Small is on the phone with Delegate to Congress Donna Christensen.
On the line with us then is our own Delegate to Congress, VI Delegate Donna M. Christensen. And let's get right to it, Delegate, about the rum coverall. And the big headlines is, okay, the extension and so forth. Let's all work together, the United States, Virgin Island, and Puerto Rico. Please give us an update on the rum coverall situation.
Well, you know, it may seem strange to many people that we would be introducing a bill at this late stage of the year, the Congress. But what happens is that there is going to be a hearing within the next couple of weeks in the Ways and Means Committee on the extenders. Normally, this doesn't happen. Normally, the extenders are almost an automatic pass, and that's why we worked so hard back about 8 years ago to make sure that our rum cover over was in the extenders. Because prior to that, when I came in, we had to find money to offset the cost of extending the cover over to Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, which is very difficult. It would be impossible today. So it's in the extended package, but in order for us to be able to make our case before the committee, we had to have a bill. And so that's why I introduced this bill. And as you can see, the resident commissioner, Pedro Perlusi, is on the bill with me as an original co-sponsor. So with all of the hoopla over the last couple of years with Diageo coming to the Virgin Islands and the controversy that aroused back at that time, Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands are working together hand in hand on extending the cover over.
When we return, your Caribbean Report. Caribbean Report.
In the Eastern Caribbean region, renewed investigation of unsolved murders in the British Virgin Islands. Since the year 2000, there has been a total of 32 murders in the British Virgin Islands, the BVI, and to this date, only 6 of them have been solved. This is according to Police Inspector of the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, Patrick Harewood, who also noted that there are officers from the United Kingdom and the territory who have been hired to focus mainly on the unsolved murders. During a panel of discussion on the Virgin Islands' Little Dirty Secrets, which was held on Sunday evening, Harewood revealed to residents that there is a continued effort on part of the police to solve these murders. The inspector was at the time responding to questions from the residents as it relates to the murders in the BVI. He said, "We recently have made arrests of a young man over the shooting death of Tiger Darren Hodge, but there's still a continued effort of the part of the police. As you know, we have an investigative team that came down from England to look at the unsolved murders and the backlog, and they have been given a special task along with help from local officers to pay specific attention to these murders." The police leader said he also revealed that although the police who know the perpetrators are of some kind of murderers, the police cannot arrest them due to the lack of evidence. He added that to find out, we don't have sufficient evidence to actually go before the court to win that case. According to the inspector, the fact remains that when police do a crime pattern analysis of crime throughout the territory, the situation with crime is concerning, but it's not the worst, since the territory does not have incidents of random violence, kidnapping, ransom, incidents of stalking and random rape, or routine attacks. Our major problem with incidents of murders started after the shooting death of Yuan Watkins and Jason Bally in 1999. Those incidents followed with a string of firearms related to incidents, leaving over 32 persons murdered after the highest murder rate of incidents in 2008, and 8 reported incidents have begun to decrease to 2, but even this 2 is too many. From Basti St. Kitts, Caribbean economies are expected to grow in the year and next year, according to Washington-based International Monetary Fund, the IMF, according to the Caribbean glide path of steady growth.
The annual Mardi Gras tradition could be in jeopardy. Our very own Wes Mall has this report.
I'm here with Val, and she is a stalwart in our community activist. And, you know, let's face it, April 20th, deadline, come, go, whatever. It is what it is. And let's get out of denial. Hovensa is leaving, and with them takes a great sponsorship off this island. I mean, Val is getting ready to tell us the dilemma of our beloved Mardi Croix. Thank you very much, Val. I know that let's get right to it. You've lost some friends on the way. It looks like you're like doing this all by yourself all of a sudden. Long live Dory and Tom.
Yes.
And now it's on your shoulders. But you're saying Mardi Croix might be in jeopardy for next year.
Yes, we've lost 50% of our membership due to Hovensa closing down. Mardi Croix is a very important function. It's just not a parade. We do a lot of other activities for the community. We do a lot for the children. We do coconut painting in La Valley. The kids have special artists to come out and help them learn how to paint coconuts, so it's something they can give back to the community. Mardi Croix is giving to the community. We do coconut painting with the children. We do Santa Claus on the beach. We even have a special contract with a gentleman, Raphael, to deliver Santa Claus by a red vet.
Eeyore and the donkey rides. And
right.
Let's face it, Val, it's okay to say we're going to lose one big hell of a party. And, you know, let's face it, right now we're gearing up to go to St. Thomas. The Calypso contest still goes on. We still have to party here. It's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world. Mardi Croix is in jeopardy next year, February 9th, but we do other things besides Mardi Croix. We do the dog parade. We do a rib cook-off. We do a Callo Gumbo cook-off, which helps the economically hurting island. Our island is hurting right now.
And it helps our spirit.
It does help our spirit, too. So, you know, we need community activity, but we need people to help and come out and put these activities on.
Well, I'd say I think you're pretty much preaching to our choir out there. They're with you. So how can people contact you, Val?
They can contact me. My number is 332-6801, but we're having a membership meeting this coming Tuesday, April 24th at Brew Pub at 6 o'clock. Anyone that's interested, that wants to help out the community, wants to help children, and wants to have one heck of a good time. Please come to the Brew Pub and find out about Crew de CROIX and how you can help us and how we can help the community.
And wouldn't it be great that Diageo and Cruise and Rum pick up the slack that Hovenza left, or any new company like Broadband, any new company that's coming here or whatever? What a great foot in the door, cost you less. Home Depot, anything that you could do to help Val and the Mardi CROIX out, that would be greatly appreciated. One more time, let's put out that phone number again and some email, anything to get in touch with you, Val.
Okay, the phone number is 332-6801. The email is Mustang Valley, VALLI @yahoo.com. And the meeting will be this Brew Pub this Tuesday, the 24th at 6 o'clock at the Brew Pub. And please come and bring your ideas.
All right.
It's our community.
All right. Thank you very much, Val. And hey, you want to see her in person? She's always smiling, hanging out on the Violette's corner. God bless you. When you go to heaven, you know you got a pair of wings waiting for you.
Thank you.
With Val, lovely, and she's talented and she cares. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.